Hey everyone, Dave here letting you know that I am in Sydney this weekend, Saturday, May 24, 2025. That's right, if you listen to an old episode, it's still this weekend, Saturday, May 24, live at the Chippo Hotel, 2:30pm, a fun afternoon show. I'm doing Dave Warnicky Dates the Entire Audience with my pal, Sammy Peterson, and you can get tickets at dogoonpod.com.
Ever wonder what your lashes are destined for? The cards have spoken. Maybelline New York Mascara does it all. Whether you crave fully fan lashes with Lash Sensational, big, bold volume from the Colossal, a dramatic lift with Falsies Lash Lift, or natural-looking volume from Great Lash, your perfect lash future awaits. Manifest your best mascara today. Shop Maybelline New York and discover your lash destiny. Shop now at Walmart.
This podcast is brought to you by Aura. By the time you hear about a data breach, your information has already been exposed for months. On average, companies take 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where hackers have access to your personal data. That's why we're thrilled to partner with Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital safety solution that monitors the dark web for your phone number, email, and social security number, sending real-time alerts if your info is found. It also includes a VPN, password manager, and data broker removal to help keep you safe. For a limited time, Aura is offering a 14-day free trial plus a dark web scan to check if your personal information has been leaked, all for free at aura.com/safety. That's aura.com/safety to sign up and protect your loved ones. That's AURA.com/safety. Terms apply. Check the site for details.
Welcome back to the final part 3 of our live 500th extravaganza. We've had a lot of fun over the last couple of days and hearing these mini reports that we did. We're about to hear the final one. We're going to hear the crowd go wild. There was definitely a standing ovation at the end of this show. So if that doesn't fully come across just in sound alone,
that's
now
on
you
you.
know. That's on you and your lack of imagination.
Yeah. Come on. Meet us halfway,
Okay.
please.
Use your imagination.
Just.
But please, now, enjoy, sit back and relax as we go back to the Capitol Theatre for part 3.
Welcome back to part 3 of Dougal on episode 500. How you doing out there? We are overwhelmed with the support we've received by the listeners of the show over the nearly 10 years we've been doing this show. So we thought to show some appreciation with the listeners, 500 episodes, we thought for the final part we'd get a couple of listeners out here to be part of the show tonight. So I've just chosen 2 at random. I went through all the listeners and I've picked, you'll never believe it, Will Anderson and Rhys Nicholson, everyone!
Just a couple of listeners. They didn't believe you at all, Dave. The front row were like, yeah, bring out the celebs.
I am enough of a listener, though, that I have a parasocial relationship with you guys. To the point where when I did an episode for the first time a few weeks ago, I was so mean to Matt early on. Like it came real natural. Like, Jess isn't here. I guess we're calling him old and dumb.
It felt right.
Yeah. How is the dementia test going? Is that... Can you draw a clock yet?
I'm such a listener of this show that they asked me backstage, they're filming some stuff backstage, and they asked me, can you remember the first episode you were on? And I was like, I feel like I've been on every episode. Because I say stuff like just out loud as I'm on my walk, as if I'm joining in on the conversation.
Also, to get this out of the way, 13-13-32.
Okay.
I've learned what lisping is tonight, which is fun.
Yeah.
And, right up close with a couple of the big names of it.
Yeah. It's pretty gay. What we've learned is it's not dick that makes you lisp. Which, if ever I get to do a story on the show, that will be my topic. I also said Jesus.
Oh, that's you. Yeah.
Like, I was standing next to him when it happened, and I knew it was loud, but I didn't know it was loud enough that you guys had heard it. Like, because there's a curtain and stuff, so you think you'd probably like a little bit protected.
Yeah, no.
But it was like the most, like there was just no thought. You just went, Jesus.
Loud and clear.
Well, we don't know what Jess is going to talk about, so get ready to possibly say it again.
Is it Jesus?
I'm going to do a report on Jesus. No. Sorry.
No.
Again, we have 9 minutes left. And I've written too many words, so I'm probably.
But if anyone's going to do a 9-minute report,
yeah.
it's not this cunt.
No. Rhys just said backstage that, because they were on an episode that I was not there, and they were like, "Tell you what, Jess does keep it tight." In many ways, no.
I did not
Go
say
for a
that.
walk, Mum. Go for a walk. Anyway, I'll get us onto the topic. It's a two-parter question. First part is for the audience. What is the best kind of crime story? A heist. And a question for Dave.
Sorry.
Let's turn his mic off. A question for Dave. Where is Poirot from?
Belgium.
Definitely from Belgium.
Belgium. It's a Belgium heist.
The little grey things.
All right. On a cold weekend in mid-February 2003, a small group of thieves entered an impenetrable vault situated 2 floors underground in the Antwerp Diamond Centre in Belgium. This theft would later be called the Antwerp Diamond Heist.
That's good writing.
It's good stuff. And would be dubbed, as every fucking heist is, the heist of the century. And just like every heist story I've ever done, it was the largest ever heist in history.
Whoa.
They're all the biggest.
You just keep topping it every time. It's awesome.
Every single one, and it was the largest one. And there was another one the next year. That was the largest one too. But this, I think it's because they get very specific. This is the largest ever diamond heist.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I get it now. All right.
That's what it deserves.
Diamond
Do go on.
That's the name of the show.
I don't actually listen.
Yeah.
I
It's crazy.
genuinely thought I was doing willosophy.
What, Rhys, do you have a philosophy or a guiding sort of principle in your life?
Just eat, pray, fuck. The worst punchline I could have thought of then.
Well, you might have missed the last episode.
Yeah. Nah, I heard it.
Jesus. So a robbery like this is certainly no easy feat. The building, holding hundreds of millions of dollars worth of precious materials, is under tight security. The 3-ton steel vault door alone had 6 layers of security. Joshua Davis writes for Wired, there was a combination wheel with numbers from 0 to 99. To enter, 4 numbers had to be dialed, and the digits could be seen only through a small lens on the top of the wheel. There were 100 million possible combinations.
They're just rocks.
Diamonds?
Yeah. Settle down.
Yeah, it's dumb. Yeah.
Can we cut that out, AJ, please?
Yep.
That was good. That was really good. Yep. Can you do an AJ's?
I don't have time for this shit, mate. Get on with the story.
Thank you, Will.
Will's got episodes of Specs and Specs to film.
So the vault door, so it's got 100 million combinations. Power tools wouldn't do the trick. The door was rated to withstand 12 hours of non-stop drilling.
Is that all?
I was really hoping you'd be sitting next to me for that meal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad two people dressed up.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Will looks pretty good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, yeah, and Dave does as well. I get it.
The thing is, Rhys, for you, you're not dressed up.
No, this is actually I'm in my pajamas. I live here.
I'm wearing your business's merch.
What?
Why?
Oh, no, I said what?
Oh, the hat.
I said what, Mr. Stewart? Are you having a good day? We need to do something about Dad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about having one final breath and...
Fuck. Okay. Oh, I hate that I have to keep this on track.
Yeah. How much do you get charged for going over?
I'm not sure. I don't want to find out. Well, we'll see. So, okay, I'm just on the vault door. Okay, there's a seismic alarm. There's also metal plates, one on the door, one on the wall. When armed, the plates form a magnetic field. If the door's open, the field breaks, triggers an alarm. They've got a lot of alarms in place. And finally, the lock required an almost impossible to duplicate foot-long key. I don't know why it has to be so long.
Foot-long key.
If I had a nickel every time.
Why does it have to be so
Why
long?
does it have to be so long? But
I
so
also
skinny.
just love that they feel like the need, like when is enough enough?
Agreed.
Like 100 million combinations, you're like, no, but we also need a long key.
A really long key.
And who's carrying that? Does someone have that? And can you get it cut in a mall?
Well, it's almost impossible to duplicate. Almost.
Oh.
So that's just to get through the vault door. Thieves would also have to contend with security cameras, thick concrete walls, outfitted with motion, heat and light detectors. And there's also the safe deposit boxes inside the vault. All of those were made of steel and copper and required a key and a combination to open.
How big was the key?
That one was a small key, but the combination, they each had about 17,000 combinations. Not 100 million, but still quite a few. So if a group of thieves are going to attempt to break in here, they'd have to be a pretty ballsy group. Or dumb.
There's a thin line between those two things.
Yeah. Lots of people came and went from the Diamond Centre. People from all around Europe held their business there. There were offices there and stored valuables there, including Italian diamond merchant Leonardo Notarbartolo.
I am not a Bartolo. You never think I'm a Bartolo.
I have never been a Bartolo.
How dare you accuse me of being Bartolo?
Your mother was Bartolo.
Oh, sì.
Va bene.
Allora.
Quanti anni hai? Anyway, I did like 40 days of Duolingo and gave up.
654. Thank you.
I don't have time for it. I'm too busy having sex.
Sometimes I do it twice in a day.
Me too. Mum, I reckon just go home. Anyway, so Leonardo Notarbartolo, he has an office that he rents in the building, and he's there several times a month on business. Except Leonardo Notarbartolo was not a diamond merchant. I know.
Not a Bartolo or a diamond merchant.
Did he come up with that as a fake name?
Notarbartolo. I have to really read it every time because I'm like, no, it must be so. Oh no, that is how it is. Okay. But he was posing as one, and that gave him 24-hour access to the building, access to a safe deposit box in the vault, and plenty of opportunity to scope the place out. His story is that he was approached by a diamond dealer to attempt a robbery for him. And he says, Notarbartolo says he snuck in a pen camera into the vault, little pen out of the pocket.
You looked at me then as if I was going to have something to say about that.
It was just nice to see you enjoying it.
I'm having a great time. I have a parasocial relationship with you.
We've toured together.
Yeah. Okay, that's news to me.
I was
Son,
not
are you
good.
okay? Because he sounded like he was demented as well. Is that what you say? That's not right. I'm going to... Yep.
Nothing makes you seem not demented than remembering someone calling you demented that didn't happen. Or did it?
No one's accusing you of anything, Matt. We haven't...
Are you all right?
Are you all right? You're sounding crazy.
He keeps accusing us of gaslighting. I don't think that's even a term.
No. I think he's making that up.
Gaslight, that takes me back to childhood. That's how we... Oh, I'm old. I want to have a piss.
All right, I'm gonna get through some. Okay. So he snuck in a pen camera, and he pretends to get something from his own safe deposit box, takes a bunch of photos, gives those photos to the dealer. 5 months later, the dealer contacts him again, and the two meet up, and the dealer has gathered a crew and built a life-size replica of the vault for them to practice in. Oh. It's Ocean's 11, baby.
Yes.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Authorities aren't so sure about this story. They think that Leonardo is the mastermind and ringleader, and he's made up this story about a diamond dealer as a bit of a diversion. But I had to mention that there was a life-size replica. That's sick.
It's awesome. It's like the opposite of an escape room. Like it's a break-in room. Like this is the newest thing. This should be a new thing. You can go and do like a simulated break-in.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
It's a get-in
edit
room.
this out, AJ. Edit this out. This is my idea. Edit it out.
Well, I want to invest.
Oh my God! That's such a.
That's such a good, because I'm such a pussy that I would never actually break into someone's
no,
house.
But if you could just do it.
Can you call the company Will You Get In?
And you know what the great thing is? Because Matt's not here, we don't have to cut him in.
Yes.
Or we make him pay for it and then make him forget about it. Well, either way, I am genuinely worried about Matt, though.
I know, It happens slowly, but then every now and then you kind of go, oh shit, like you're really losing it. Yeah.
It's like visiting family. Do you know what I mean? You get back to the house and you're like, oh, we got to do something about this, but then work.
Yeah. And also don't care.
Yeah.
Also, it makes me look better by comparison. I couldn't say the word Frank before. And people have forgotten that because of him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it is good to have him around.
Yeah. It's oddly the one thing that he can remember for some reason. Do you know what I mean?
Frank. You guys don't see him just socially. He just sits there and mutters Frank. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so
The irony of you not being able to get on with it even when he's not here.
Oh no, am I the new Matt?
There's always one. Just watching the little time in the corner going, fuck.
Ever wonder what your lashes are destined for? The cards have spoken. Maybelline New York Mascara does it all. Whether you crave fully fan lashes with Lash Sensational, big, bold volume from the Colossal, a dramatic lift with Falsies Lash Lift, or natural-looking volume from Great Lash, your perfect lash future awaits. Manifest your best mascara today. Shop Maybelline New York and discover your lash destiny. Shop now at Walmart.
This podcast is brought to you by Aura. By the time you hear about a data breach, your information has already been exposed for months. On average, companies take 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where hackers have access to your personal data. That's why we're thrilled to partner with Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital safety solution that monitors the dark web for your phone number, email, and social security number, sending real-time alerts if your info is found. It also includes a VPN, password manager, and data broker removal to help keep you safe. For a limited time, Aura is offering a 14-day free trial plus a dark web scan to check if your personal information has been leaked, all for free at aura.com/safety. That's aura.com/safety to sign up and protect your loved ones. That's AURA.com/safety. Terms apply. Check the site for details.
But I'm having a good time. So they're about to attempt a pretty crazy-sounding robbery. So who are these crooks? They're mainly known by nicknames.
Wow. The Brunswick facelift.
Didn't have a lot to work with out there, to be honest, but this,
Did you go to a shop?
yeah, I had to make a quick stop off at the Aldi around the corner, and I've got everything I need there.
Like, Matt looks like Matt if he was in a band I hated.
Yeah. He looked like someone you would have had to have played on Triple J and now see politely at festivals. You're like, oh, do you own a pub in Fitzroy now? Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's even better.
Oh, yeah. Someone's got boys in the crawl space.
Oh, okay. Now we know what Matt looks like at a court appearance.
It's funny because I thought I was dressing up more like Zach Ruane. Is that how you see him as well?
That is in no way Zach Ruane.
Okay.
Zach's cool. So back to the characters.
Nicknames.
Nicknames. They're known by their nicknames. There's 4 of them. You guys can fight amongst yourselves which one you want to be. So we have Speedy, Dave. And not because he's a fast runner.
He has a drug problem.
Speedy's described as an anxious and paranoid man. Longtime friend of Leonardo. Most likely the alias of a man named Pietro Tavano. Then we have the Monster. Described as tall, muscular.
Is there one called the Faggot?
There is, but I wasn't going to say it. Not for me to say. He was apparently an expert lockpicker, electrician, mechanic and driver and was very strong. Most likely the alias of Ferdinando Finotto. Then we have the Genius, a specialist in alarm systems, most likely the alias of Elio Denorio. Oh my God, I just read that out loud for the first time. Holy shit, Elio Denorio. He was an electronics expert known to be linked to a series of robberies. And then finally we have the King of Keys. An older man. He was just...
I'll take this one.
Good news, Will. You're the genius.
I like the idea that at the heist it's you going, hold on.
You've already tried that one.
The 30-centimetre key's got to be around here somewhere.
To those listening to the podcast, I was just very funny.
The King of Keys is described as one of the best key forgers in the world, and his true identity is unknown. So after around 18 months... Yeah, I appreciate the but I've got to keep moving. After around 18 months of casing the joint, a little past midnight on the 16th of February, the gang snuck in via a garden at the rear of the building. It was one of the few places in the district that wasn't under video surveillance, so using a ladder that he'd previously hidden there, the genius climbed up to a small terrace on the second floor.
What a genius move. Let's just leave a ladder there. Last time we were there.
If you like that, you'll love this. A heat-sensing infrared detector monitored the terrace, but he approached it slowly, holding a large homemade polyester shield in front of him. Just holding up a shield. The low thermal conductivity of the polyester blocked his body heat from reaching the sensor.
Genius.
I'm imagining it like a Captain America shield, personally.
Yeah.
He would look like a fucking idiot on the security camera.
Yeah.
Real slow.
But he's holding it here so you can see his face. So they get in. He disarmed an alarm sensor on the balcony window and they climb in undetected. They descended the stairs to the darkened vault antechamber. They covered the security cameras with black plastic bags and flipped on the lights. Just put a bag over the camera. Anyway, the genius used his custom slab of aluminium to reposition the magnetic field away from the vault, so getting rid of that magnetic sensor. King of Keys had made a replica of the vault key just based on video footage they'd sneakily managed to get.
Whoa.
He is the King of Keys.
King of
It's true
Keys.
what they say.
It's a foot long and impossible to replicate it. He looks at some pictures, replicates it. But when it came time to get into the vault, he thought he might investigate a bit of a hunch, because on the videotapes, he noticed that just before opening the vault, the guards usually went into this little utility room. So he goes into the utility room and there's the key hanging there. It's just like, I'll probably just use that one. Probably just use the real one then, I guess.
I'd still be tempted to use the main
Yeah.
See if
one.
you got it
There'd
right.
be a part of me that was
Gone
like,
to all that effort.
we have to know.
And you know why he didn't? Because he didn't want the vault makers to know that you could actually replicate the key.
Yeah, okay.
Which, maybe was smart, but maybe he's just being kind. Like, they've tried really hard here, and good on him.
Just the thought of the keymaker going like, nah, it's all right, just use that one.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah. Maybe on the way out we could just
That's-
test mine.
That's all right.
I mean, I just did mine off seeing it, so
Yeah,
it
no,
might
it's
not
all right.
work.
Yeah.
It was my daughter's birthday. It's meant to be at the park, but I made the key.
I mean, I guess I didn't even need to come if someone else could have just...
Yeah.
Well, you didn't need the King of Keys. Anyone could just get the key off the wall.
Because you must have noticed the guy go in without a foot-long key and come out with one.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty good at cobbling. Probably
Anybody need anything cobbled or?
do that.
I also have a weird cabinet of brooches for some reason.
So they just unlock the vault
That's so good.
fairly easily. The monster bypassed the vault security system and then covered the light sensor with tape, rendering it useless.
It is a sense of Achilles heel.
Yeah. For the safe deposit boxes, the King of Keys unloaded a homemade hand-cranked drill and fitted it with a thin shaft of metal. He jammed the shaft into one of the locks and cranked for about 3 minutes.
All right, lasts a long time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Snaps open the safe deposit boxes. They take turns repeating this, eventually getting around 123 of the 160 safe deposit boxes open. It's actually quite easy. So shortly before dawn, they finish and they leave, taking the security tapes with them, putting the bags in a getaway car, which Notarbartolo drives to a nearby apartment, and the rest head there on foot. And the plan was to meet up in a couple of days and divide the loot amongst themselves and the diamond dealer, who probably doesn't exist. But the important next step in their plan went a little bit awry. This is from Wired. It was February 16, 2003, a clear, frozen Sunday evening in Belgium. Notarbartolo took the E19 motorway out of Antwerp. In the passenger seat, the man known as Speedy fidgeted nervously, damp with sweat. They hadn't slept in 2 days. The others on the team hadn't wanted Speedy in on this one. They said he was a liability. Notarbartolo could see their point, but out of loyalty, he defended his friend. Speedy could handle it, he said. And he had. They'd executed the plan perfectly. No alarms, no police, no problems. The heist wouldn't be discovered until guards checked the vault on Monday morning. The rest of the team was already driving back to Italy with the gems. They'd rendezvous outside Milan to divvy it all up. There was no reason to worry.
Thanks for coming out, everyone. Have a good night.
Notarbartolo and Speedy just had to burn the incriminating evidence sitting in a garbage bag in the back seat. So he finds a spot to pull off on the highway, down a dirt road, into a dense pocket of trees. He gets out of the car, he's having a bit of a look around, he's sussing out a spot to burn off this rubbish, this evidence. And there's no houses or buildings around, so he's like, all right, this is a good spot. He turns to go back to the car to get the garbage to settle on fire and finds Speedy freaking the fuck out. From what?
This sounds... Yeah, I'll do this.
Let's see if you do this, Dave. The contents of the garbage bag was strewn amongst the trees. Speedy was stomping through the mud, hurling paper into the underbrush. Spools of videotape clung to the branches like streamers on a Christmas tree.
He's become an installation artist.
Oh no, Speedy.
Can I have a quick process question as a fan of the podcast?
Yeah.
Did you add the, like a Christmas tree bit? Or
No,
did that come...
that's from an article.
Okay.
Did you like it?
I liked it.
That was me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Currency skidded past a half-eaten salami sandwich. That was me. The mud around the car was flecked with dozens of tiny, glittering diamonds. Speedy had panicked, feeling like someone was coming, and his solution was to spread the rubbish out. So they get back in the car, they speed off, they're pretty comfortable that, like, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's going to find that?
Yeah.
Cut 2. A man named August Van Camp.
Yeah.
Here I am.
A retired grocer who liked to hunt rabbits on a narrow strip of land he'd purchased in 1998.
Which is all a euphemism.
That strip of land happened to run alongside the highway. While hunting one morning, Monday the 17th of February to be exact, Van Camp was incensed to find yet another pile of junk in the underbrush. Not an uncommon occurrence, as those dastardly youths often hung out and made a mess on his land.
Bloody kids.
Those fucking kids. He'd called the police multiple times for these occurrences. They rarely did much about it. This time, though, as he listed off things he'd found, wine bottles, videotapes, white envelopes that had Antwerp Diamond Centre written on them.
These bloody kids!
Yeah, bloody kids. They're bloody doing diamonds now.
These fucking kids. This time the cops were like, what was that last one? So they turn up pretty quickly. Amongst the rubbish, they found an invoice for a low-light video surveillance system. The buyer, Leonardo Notarbartolo. The lab techs also bagged a half-eaten salami sandwich. They found antipasto Italiano salami packaging nearby and sent it along to the Diamond Squad headquarters. Oh yeah, the team of cops that look after this small area of Antwerp are called the Diamond Squad.
Yes.
That's pretty funny. 4 days later, the detectives executed a search warrant on the apartment Notarbartolo rented in Antwerp. In a cupboard, they found a receipt from a local grocery store for antipasto Italiano salami.
Oh, no.
They were undone by a frickin' sandwich.
Why are you keeping that receipt?
Yeah. Well,
Does anyone return a sandwich? Well, just in case.
No, but he
He
bought
was going to
this.
claim it as a work experience.
Exactly. Exactly. You got to keep those receipts. That's for the accountant. So Notarbartolo was found guilty of orchestrating the heist. He's considered to be the leader of a ring of Italian thieves called La Scuola di Torino, which is the school of Turin, who carried out the crime. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, was released on parole in 2009, violated his parole, was arrested again in 2013, and was in prison until 2017. Tavano, Speedy, Genius, and the Monster each got 5 years in prison, but the identity of the King of Keys has never been discovered, and he's the only member of the crew to escape apprehension by police.
Well, have I got
it would
news
be
for
the
you?
I mean, it would be great if it was Matt, right?
Yeah.
Like if it actually was Matt, and
Yeah.
you've been hiding out as a podcast host in Australia for all this
I knew this day would
and
come.
you had to reveal it in the 500th
Well, I
episode.
am actually, 1/16 Swiss Italian, so that makes some sense. So, yeah.
That checks out. Just finally, like I said, Notarbartolo claimed in an interview that a diamond merchant hired them for the heist and that they only got away with $20 million worth and that it must have been a setup for other people to commit insurance fraud. Like they knew the robbery was going to happen, so they took out their diamonds and then they claimed that the diamonds were stolen. That's what he reckons it was. But experts don't believe his story at all. And the estimated value of the robbery is more than $100 million, most of which has never been recovered.
Oh my gosh.
It's still out in the Alps.
Wow. If you look up at the roof of this very building.
Or the guy that kept complaining about the trash has suddenly stopped complaining about the trash. He's like, people keep leaving our fur coats on my front door. This is okay to sound like this, okay?
I think that's fine.
Yeah, see.
It's on the border, but it's fine. Yeah.
I live on the border now. I'm rich.
I'll give you a pass, Rhys.
What's happened to you? Anyway.
That means it was not good. Why am I so... I really like you.
I'll be honest, Rhys, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it just kind of happens.
Yeah.
I understand. But that is the story of the Antwerp diamond heist.
Give it up for Jess!
Thank you so much. And only 20 minutes over.
Oh, really?
Not bad. Oops. Help.
Well, we've had some fun here tonight. But all good things must come to an end,
And
including...
we're going to kill Matt.
Yes! Including Matt's life. Episode 500. Would you please give it up for Will Anderson and Rhys Nicholson?
Hey!
And we'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who came out to our 500th episode at the Capitol. Would you please give yourselves a big round of applause? To you and everyone listening at home, we would not be doing this show for 500 weeks in a row if people weren't listening, so we really appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much. And can we please thank the Capitol itself and all the great staff here. They're all fantastic. We were going to take a photo in front of the crowd. Do we have time for that, do you think?
I reckon. Beck's probably lurking backstage.
Oh my gosh. Would you mind if we take a photo with you beautiful people in this love? It's beautiful. It's theatre. And then I promise you get to go home and enjoy the rest of your lives. I swear after this.
Should we say thanks while we're waiting? Thanks to Stupid Old Studios for filming tonight.
Yes, give it up for Stupid Old Studios. Jam, Simon, Beck, Wayne, all the beautiful people. Thank you so much. Emma as well.
Beck says, do you want the guests as well? I said, nah, fuck them. Have they done 500 episodes? Fuck them.
I would have said I love them.
Oh, we hot.
Right, everybody. Okay, ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Smile.
You tell us.
We're professionals.
But I don't. Well, you don't want that, right? I don't know.
One more, ready?
Okay.
Last one.
Like-
Yeah, right. Any guests that are backstage, come on out. Thank you once again to you guys for coming out. Give it up again for Matt Stewart, Dave Warnicky.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
All our amazing guests.
Beautiful people. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. Good night.
Wowee, we did it. That's the end of it.
Wow.
I kind of never wanted it to end.
I know. But at the same time, I wanted to go home.
Yeah, 3 days straight. Phew.
I'm exhausted.
Have you heard that some people will do this? They'll work 3 days a week?
No, that's not true.
Sorry, in a single week?
Yeah, on a single job.
Consecutive days.
Yeah.
For how long?
Well, I don't know. Probably not too much longer than what do we just do there? Half an hour?
Yeah, okay.
That's
fine.
probably about what they do, I guess.
Yoof.
Far out. That's still a lot.
Yeah, it's too much.
Geez, some people have it tough, don't they?
Yeah, I know.
I'd hate that.
I doubt their work is as hard as ours, physically.
Yeah. Or mentally. Or
Yeah.
emotionally.
Yeah, sitting, talking.
Yeah. To two people you find very funny. I assume you both find me very funny.
Opening up your heart
Yep.
and your soul.
Is that how you open your heart?
Yeah.
Okay.
They break my ribs.
Yes. You open them up.
Open
like
up.
a little door.
Yeah.
And then we can see your heart.
They put hinges on my ribs now.
That's good.
Yeah. What did you think that sound was?
I wasn't sure and I thought it was impolite to ask.
Oh.
I didn't want to know either.
Whenever you hear it, I'm about to say something like, "Do you like me?"
And what's my response?
That's me opening up my heart.
Do you like me?
Your response normally is, well, you ignore it. You think it's impolite. And then you hear, mouth closing up again. So we're in everyone's favourite section of the show. I think a lot of you probably have been skipping to this part for however long we've been doing it. Not quite 500 really, but, basically. And, yeah, this is where we thank our great supporters. If you want to be one of these supporters, hey, why not? Go to patreon.com/dogoonpod. Those people keep this show going. They've kept us going for 500 episodes, and here's to 500 more. And, yeah, there's a bunch of different things you can get involved in there. You get to vote on topics. You get to hear 4 bonus episodes a month, including a D&D campaign, a movie club podcast, a bonus report, and another thing like a quiz or something like that, which is always a lot of fun. This is where Who Knew It with Matt Stewart was born. And Dave's done a bunch of things as well, like Fact Finder. And we've done Am I a Dead Woman? A franchise that is sweeping the nation in our Patreon group.
Yes.
So you can get involved there. But one of the things, if you sign up on the Sydney Scheinberg level, you pretty much get all of those things, but also you have to be involved in the fact, quote, or question section, which has a jingle. Actually goes something like this.
Fact, quote, or question.
Ding! Oh, that felt nice.
Just move on.
Never again. That
Move
was
on
your
before
one
I
shot.
punch you in your heart.
So in this section, people on the Sydney Scheinberg level or above get to give us a fact, a quote, or a question, or a brag, or a suggestion, or really whatever they like. Then I read them out on the show for the first time on the show. I don't pre-read these. And this one comes from Mick McRae, a.k.a. Sir Sorelegs. And Mick's writing a thank you. Quote.
That's quite full on.
That's why I've never said quote before.
Oi, quote.
Quote.
I'm like, this is no longer me. This is now Mike.
Don't worry, this is me. Quote.
MIC. Now, would you say Mike or MIC? Mike, right? Like microphone.
Yeah.
Mike writes, I'm home now after my trip to Melbourne for episode 500. But I guess also true, episodes 500.
That's right, you're here now too.
And I would like to say a very big thank you to everyone. Every person I spoke to during the weekend was nice. Truly, the hospitality of your city is unmatched. Thank you to the other patrons and fans who helped me feel welcome, and the strangers who helped me feel less stressed out when my hotel was changed last minute. Thank you to Matt W., that's Blonde Matthew, for the wonderful walking tour. My legs are very sore from all the walking I did, but it was absolutely worth it. And finally, thank you to Matt, Jess, and Dave, the guests, not spoiling who, just in case it's a secret at the time this is read out. It is not.
Not anymore.
We know now.
Also, AJ, Beck, and the Stupid Old Studios crew, and everyone else who made the night so special. I promised I'll try to make my next fact, quote, or question submission a short one. Cheers. That was...
I mean, that was very nice.
That was very nice.
That wasn't too long. That was perfect.
I
Thank you.
don't think one word was wasted.
No, you nailed it.
Mike, you nailed it.
A perfect reminder as well that, we would love to thank Beck and Simon and Jam from Stupid Old Studios who were there, who were filming, Wayne who was filming as well, and all of the crew at the venue. They were amazing.
So lovely.
Just a nice little shout out to those people as well.
100%.
We love them.
Made the night possible.
Yeah, and everyone who came, people came from interstate, overseas. It was so lovely.
So cool.
And then we all ended up, not all of us, we wouldn't have all fit, but a bunch of us ended up back at the Comedy Republic, Rhys's Comedy Club, and had a lovely time. And yes, thank you so much, Mike. And the next thing we like to do is shout out to a few of other great supporters. Jess normally comes up with a game based on the topic of the episode.
Well, this one was about a diamond heist, so I'm thinking like what kind of product they're heisting.
Great. I think that's fantastic.
Good one.
All right, Jet, well, do you want me and Dave to do some of that creative...
I got it.
Okay. Well, I'll say thank you so much to, from Address Unknown, can only assume from deep within the Fortress of the Moles, thank you so much to Ronell.
Ronell is the mastermind behind the maple syrup heist.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Wow, someone's gone down. I think someone went down for that. And it turns out, Ronell, you diabolical mastermind.
Yeah,
someone
Ronell's on the run.
Took the fall for you.
Ronell on the run. Is that something? Is that something?
That's
I
so
think
good.
it is, definitely. From Green Bay in Wisconsin in the United States, thank you so much to Keith Keskinen.
Oh, that's a fantastic name. Keith Keskinen, of course, is behind that famous heist of sunflower seeds.
Oh, no.
Surprisingly, very valuable.
Very valuable.
Especially in the quantity
seeds.
that they took.
Oh, yeah.
My
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Nearly bankrupted the industry.
Huge.
Yeah. And when they got done for it, they tried to swallow them, which was dangerous.
Bad idea.
Because they were allergic.
And now sunflowers are going to grow in your tummy.
Yeah.
If an episode of Rugrats is to be believed.
And I do believe it.
The watermelon one?
Yeah, it still scares me when I eat watermelon.
Dave, do you want to thank the third and final one this week?
Thank you so much to someone who is also in a location unknown to us, probably deep within the Fortress of the Moles. Thank you to Matt Verite.
Nail polish heist.
Oh, yeah.
What made you think of that one?
Nothing.
No, I apologise. And was it like just such a large quantity that it was really
Global.
worth a lot? They took the world's supply.
Yes.
Held it to ransom.
Yes.
Wow.
You think about like
Matt, you're
how many
diabolical.
you look up like nail salons just in a 5-kilometre radius. There's a fuck ton of them. Okay,
There's so many.
there's so many, and you think about how many bottles of different colours they all have, and Matt's got all of it.
Whoa.
Wow. Hey, can I have some?
It's actually going to have a huge ripple effect.
Oh, my gosh. Matt,
Please give it back.
please give it back, but also great effort.
Yeah, huge.
That's a lot. And
Impressive.
I think, obviously, you've done the wrong thing, but
Yes.
also it has to be respected.
That's right.
Yep. And thank you so much for your support. And that just means we've got the Triptych Club, our final inductee for the 500th episodes. Now, Dave explains the Triptych Club better than anyone.
This is our clubhouse, Hall of Fame, a place where we put your name up on the honour board. These are the people that have been supporting the show on the shout-out level or above for 3 consecutive years, and now they're going to be enshrined in greatness and also locked inside this club forever. But why would you want to leave? Because we've got everything you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
It's so fun in there.
We could call it the Triptych Sarcophagus. If I'm saying that word right and using it correctly.
I love that.
Okay.
Welcome
I
to
know
the
you couldn't tell from my face, but I loved it.
Welcome to the Triptych Sarcophagus.
Because I love the
Now
word
get in.
sarcophagus.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Oh,
You know what? My dream would to be buried in a sarcophagus in Saskatchewan.
we can make that happen.
Yep.
I love Saskatchewan as a name. Have never been there.
Will you ever go there?
Yeah, I hope so. Let's do it. Let's go do a Canadian tour to Saskatchewan.
I think if we can, get sarcophaguses.
Yeah. Imagine getting sucked off in a sarcophagus in Saskatchewan.
Imagine.
Dude, you almost did well then.
I reckon I almost didn't say a single one of those words right.
Funnily enough, he said sucked off perfectly, oddly.
Yeah.
Had
Well,
plenty of practice saying that, hasn't he?
until you realise that's not what I was trying to say. I was trying to say something else.
So this topic was set in Belgium, right? So I've got some Belgian food,
Great.
including mussels and fries,
Mussels from Brussels.
Belgian beef stew,
Oof.
chicken or fish stew, waterzoi, And also Belgian waffles.
Oh.
Nice, you've come home strong
You
there.
might want to skip to dessert. The others are not good. Not because they're not good in Belgium, because I have never had them and I was kind of making it
Yeah,
up.
you can't make a stew. Now you've got 3.
I can't. Like, why am I making a beef stew? I don't eat meat. I don't know how to fucking cook it.
Well, but you have been. Can I just get a temperature check?
Oh, I'll just check the stew. Hang on, I'll just take the lid off the stew. What's that sound like when you take a lid off a stew?
We'll take it off and we'll
okay,
hear
here
it.
we go. I'll just check. I'm just putting a temperature in. Oh, the thermometer has actually melted.
Oh my God, it's like lava.
The thermometer has actually melted. I'm just going to put the pot back on. So I think that might actually be a bit too hot. I might have to...
Clunk. That was a weird delayed sound. It's a heavy lid, though.
It's a heavy lid,
Heavy lid.
No, it's got to contain a lot of stew.
I also always book a band.
Yes.
Or a musical artist. And you're never going to believe this.
What?
Like I said, third one for the week. This morning, I'll be honest with you, I didn't have anything.
Sure.
When I woke up to the email, they've come back to me all the way from Tanzania.
Whoa.
They've written back here. The Tanzanian bongo flavor recording artist, the first African-based artist to reach 900 million views on YouTube. Please welcome, after this, Diamond Platinums.
Whoa.
Did you say that was the genre bongo flavored?
Yeah, Tanzanian bongo flavor.
Oh my God. I
Oh,
thought
that's
that was the
flavour.
name of the band at first. But
Which
geez.
was already good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bongo
But
flavour.
The fact that there's a whole genre of this that we can dive into.
I'm into it.
Apparently that's the nickname for Tanzanian music.
Cool. Bongo flavour.
Honestly, so pumped to hear them. Like that just immediately I'm like, this is going to be a fun party
It'll be
tonight.
so much fun.
I'm going to have a bit of stew.
I told you. I told you.
Did you?
It was not ready.
I don't remember that.
I said it was too hot. And I was,
crazy.
the thermometer melted in that, mate. You're eating metal.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. No, this is not my fault.
Oh, boy.
This is not my fault.
What the hell?
Dave, help me wrap this up because he obviously can't speak now.
Oh my God, well, he has to
I'll go read a name.
read out one name.
Oh, yeah.
This is our one inductee today.
Oh.
They're going to run. Matt's going to pick up the velvet rope. He can do that.
Oh, I'll pick
Yes.
up the velvet. I actually pre-recorded this, so just let me get the tape.
Great. So Matt's going to hit play on that, and then I'm going to hype this person up, and then Jess
I'm
is
gonna
going
hype
to
you
hype
up.
me up.
From Anchorage in AK, maybe Arkansas,
I think
in
it's
the United
Alaska.
States. Alaska.
Anchorage. It's Alaska.
We were all recorded in the pre-recorded. You corrected me in the pre-recording.
Why don't we just re-record it?
From Anchorage in Alaska in the United States. What are the odds I got 2 states with AK? Please and thank you and welcome Liz Dean.
Liz Dean, the quiz queen.
Oh, that was really good, though.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
real good.
Thank you.
Welcome, Liz. Ramona, Sophie, and Zach from this week.
We might need to get you to a doctor.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, we'll see if Matt makes it back for next week.
oh my God. I don't have a tongue.
You might need to have a couple of weeks off, I think, after this,
Yeah. I think that's right.
in my professional medical opinion.
Okay.
I'll take it from here, but it's okay.
If you need me, I'll be in a sarcophagus.
Okay, great. Go have fun being sucked off in a sarcophagus in Saskatchewan. Nailed all 3. Thank you again.
That was actually really impressive.
Thank you so much. Just a sincere thank you to everybody who came to the 500th show. It was so much fun. To all of our wonderful guests, who do we have? Nick and Cass, and Kirsty and Seren, and Nick.
Will and Rhys.
Will and Rhys. Well, if you hadn't fucking interrupted me, I was getting there.
Well, you said Nick twice.
That's true. I thought I was saving you.
Rhys Nicholson is where I think I got Nick again. Anyway, we love them very much and really appreciate them coming and doing our show. And thank you for listening. This has been a really fun 500th extravaganza. We'll be back to normal programming next week.
I can't wait.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Dave, boot this baby home.
Thank you again. 500 episodes. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. Until next time, we'll say goodbye.
Oh.
Bye!
I'm calling an ambulance.
Yeah.
Ever wonder what your lashes are destined for? The cards have spoken. Maybelline New York Mascara does it all. Whether you crave fully fan lashes with Lash Sensational, big, bold volume from the Colossal, a dramatic lift with Falsies Lash Lift, or natural-looking volume from Great Lash, your perfect lash future awaits. Manifest your best mascara today. Shop Maybelline New York and discover your lash destiny. Shop now at Walmart.
This podcast is brought to you by Aura. Imagine waking up to find your bank account drained, bills for loans you never took out, a warrant for your arrest, all because someone stole your identity. Hackers aren't waiting. Why are you? That's why we're thrilled to partner with Aura. Your personal data is a goldmine for hackers, and Aura helps lock it down. Aura monitors the dark web, blocks data brokers from selling your information, includes a VPN for private browsing, and a password manager to secure your accounts before criminals break in. For a limited time, Aura is offering our listeners a 14-day free trial plus a dark web scan to check if your personal information has been leaked, all for free at aura.com/safety. That's aura.com/safety to sign up and start protecting yourself and your loved ones. That's aura.com/safety. Terms apply. Check the site for details.
Don't forget to sign up to our tour mailing list so we know where in the world you are and we can come and tell you when we're coming there.
Wherever we go, we always hear 6 months later, oh, you should come to Manchester. We were just in Manchester.
We were just there, but this way you'll never miss out. And don't forget to sign up, go to our Instagram, click our link tree. Very, very easy.
It means we know to come to you, and you'll also know that we're coming to you.
Yeah, we'll come to you, you come to us. Very good.
And we give you a spam-free guarantee.